Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And let's adjust these headphones and make a bunch of clickety clacks. Alright, get it all adjusted here. Okay, so today we have spoilers for the week of July 13th, 2020. And you'll have to take them with a grain of salt because I think the update is coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sometime very soon. Soon as tomorrow. Usually they do it on Tuesday night, I think, so we might have to go through like 2 more days without it, but not really a big deal anyway. Maybe I'll rant about it at the end, but you know. We're gonna do spoilers today, and like I said, take it with a grain of salt because updates coming out still should have the same like events, but I don't know. Just take it with a grain of salt because on Tuesday they could add a bunch of weird stuff, change things around. You never know. Probably not, though, since they're gonna... If they do it Tuesday, that means they already started something Monday, so they'll probably continue with it. So this is 90% sure here, probably. Also, shout out to Lofty, Asuna, Trey, Patrick, all of those guys, or gals, I don't know, I know most of them are guys. They went to their guild and told them to subscribe. That's 29 other people. We're trying to get to 2,500. If anybody else wants to give it a shot, tell your guild about Sinnycool channel and get them to subscribe. You know they want to watch. I mean, they're playing Gems of War. Why not? At least give it a shot. Anyway, let's get to this these spoilers. But I appreciate it, guys, so much. On Monday, July 13th. In the background here, we have my Gems of War cardio, and then I did Tower of Doom. I finished it up. So I don't know if we're going to make it all the way to the end, but if we do, it's just me beating floor 25 of Tower of Doom with our team we showed on Tuesday. The triple cunning stone slicer. Okay, anyway, spoilers. Good thing we got chapters, right? Monday, July 13th, we have raids. Capronicus. That's an old one, right? So is it a repeat raid on Monday? That's weird. See, it's already looking weird. A repeat raid on Monday. Tuesday, we have faction event. July 14th, Tuesday, faction event for City of Thieves. Cool. You saw me yesterday doing the level 500 City of Thieves, so I don't really need to do that, but I'll definitely take the rewards, and maybe I'll use the potions to, if I can. You know, it sucks because you have to go all the way through stuff you already went through. Like, I'm already on level 500, so to get all the rewards, I'm not going to have to go to 500. I'm only going to have to go to, like, 150 or 200 or something. So if I want to set a speedrun record or get more copies of pets, like, I could go to 500, use the potions, and there's no rules against using potions on speedrun.com, so I don't see very many people doing it, but I could use the potions and you know, get first place or something. But I don't know if I'm going to take all that time, especially on a Tuesday where you only have one day to do it. Probably not. I heard Tacet talking about whenever I jump on Tacet's stream, it seems like the chat's always talking about my video from earlier in the day. They don't specifically say my name because, you know, I'm not allowed to get any promotion, but a couple people do. But they're usually talking about whatever topic I put out. It's just a coincidence probably, but like yesterday they're talking about speedrun.com. I just put out a speedrun video. Whenever on Thursdays I put out a guide video, they're always talking about that. Whatever guide video I put out, stats or kingdoms or... That's cool though. That means they're probably watching my channel and then asking. It's just like they're asking the expert if the other guy is right. Like, I don't know. That's what it seems like. Wednesday, July 15th, we have Billy the Kid. Or Billy Kid, sorry. The pet, the little, what is it, a goat? Or a ram or something? Thursday, class event, July 16th, is Bard. Bard is like a, type class. Probably not the very worst, but not the very best either. I think there's an okay weapon, maybe, and it goes okay with, like, Dawnbringer, but So it has its uses, very limited, but it does, so it's not the absolute worst, but it's not the best. It's kind of like Orb Weaver, but even a step down from that. So last week we had Orb Weaver, this week we have Bard, so whatever you thought about Orb Weaver, it's a little bit less important. Just a little bit, in my opinion. Okay, so then Friday we have Vault Event. That is wonderful. Hopefully that's correct. Best event in the game, Vault Event. Run your Rowan teams, your Phoenicia teams, whatever you're going to do. You know I don't do it right, but I'm going after medals. I'm really close. Really close. I heard that the Scorpius, your rally team's going to be not working anymore soon because of a new troop they're going to release in that kingdom. So use it while you can in the next couple days. I might farm medals like crazy tonight and Monday and Tuesday. There's other teams I can use, obviously, that are just a tad bit slower or faster in one instance. So not that big of a deal, but I'm like used to it, and I'm like really got my muscle memory down with it. So, and I've been doing well with it. I got 2 medals and 1 badge, and I just need 2 more badges, and then I need 1,000,000 more. Okay, so Friday Vault Event. So yeah, that's what we have for this week. Raids on Monday and throughout the week. Tuesday, faction event for City of Thieves. Wednesday, pet rescue for Billy Kid. Thursday, class event for Bard. And Friday, vault event. So, cool week. I'll take that. I mean, the vault event is what makes it the best. You know, everything else is just ho-hum. But I don't even know if that's gonna, you know, definitely we're gonna have. Okay. So, yeah, all signs point to the update coming Tuesday, like Tuesday night. But I don't think the campaign proper starts until the week after that. So really nothing's gonna change next week, I don't think. Except for like some really minor stuff. So I guess this is probably correct. Okay, let's see if we have any new troops, weapons, kingdom power upgrades, stuff like that. Let's go check that out as you watch my Tower of Doom here. Troop spoilers. What else did I want to say? I don't know. Probably shouldn't think about stuff to say, because it usually just gets me in trouble. Okay, Monday, July 13th, we have our glory troop, Selene Guard. Its arcane is lava, its base rarity is rare. Troop type Wild Folk Knight. Troop role Defender. From Pan's Vale. Did I say that? See what it looks like. It's a Wild Folk. It is like a orange-ish brown goat ram type wild folk. You know what a wild folk looks like. And he has an axe that the head of the axe is completely on fire. Like there's no sign of metal or anything. It's like only fire. So the weapon looks pretty cool. It's a cool looking troop. I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but it's not amazing. It's cool. It's solid looking wild folk goat / ram with a flaming axe, where the head of the axe is completely on fire. Like, I'll probably put it in my thumbnail. Sometimes, you know? We'll see. But I like how sometimes I'm like struggling to describe a troop, and then I just put it in the thumbnail, and I could have just said, hey, look at the thumbnail, that's what it looks like, and that's probably what's gonna happen this time. Selene Guard will probably be in the thumbnail. If you see a goat / ram wild folk with a burning axe, then that's him. Fiery Defense is his spell, which is Steel Magic +1 attack. So stealing attack based on Magic +1 from an enemy. Shifted to armor. Barrier all wild folk allies. Hey, that's not too bad. Stealing attack from an enemy and shift it to armor. Another troop where it looks like it would be a... Well, he is a defender and a knight. But why would a defender, a knight, have a flaming axe? Wouldn't you want to use that thing? I don't get their thought process in some of these troops. Like, what was it last time we had the Arachnean Watcher? and he was a very defensive troop, but he was described as a huntsman. Hunting is like the definition of going after something and killing it. But he was his spell was like, give life to everyone and protect them. No, come on, guys, think about it. Then this Selene guard, he's a guard. Okay, he's a knight. He's a defender. Everything says defensive, even his spell. Barrier. Then he has a flaming axe. Like, can we get some continuity here? Like, some thought? They're just, oh, this looks cool. Let's make him have a flaming axe. Even though he's a defender. Like, why would he need a flaming axe? Maybe give him a huge shield that's on fire. How about that? Like a big tower shield that's, like, flaming. Why an axe? He's not going to be attacking as much as he's going to be defending, right? They don't think about these things, though. Tell me in the comments if you feel the same way. The last two troops that we've had, and it's been more than that. Their description, their spell, everything about them does not match their picture. Or, you know what I mean? Like a huntsman being a defender, and a knight, a guard having a flaming axe. Why does he need this flaming axe? If he is just like a defensive guy, stealing attack and barriering everybody. He's like protecting everyone on the team, but he's got a flaming axe. What's he gonna do with it? Put it between his cheeks and stand there? Like, I don't get it. Trait number 1, Wildfolk Shield. Allied Wildfolk gain 2 armor, more defensive stuff, with a flaming axe. Trait number 2, Grudge. Gain 1 attack when an enemy casts a spell. Like, what's the flaming axe doing? Does it have a spell that, like, protects him from flames? Like, that's the only... I don't get it. Trait number 3, Armored. Reduce damage from skulls by 25%. So, standing there, being a tank with a flaming axe. Obviously, you know, if you're playing an MMO and you have a warrior who's supposed to be a tank, like, sometimes they do have, like, flaming weapons and they do some damage and everything. But they're attacking, their attacks are, like, damage-based. His only attack is defensive. That would be like having a paladin who's healing for you and doing buffs. Like, have him have the best flaming weapon in the game, like just standing there healing and doing buffs. Like, what's the point? You should have some sort of thing helping you do your defense or your buffs, not your flaming, like a big old flaming weapon you're never going to use. Like, what's the point of that? Just put some more thought into it, guys. Come on. Give it a little more thought. Your huntsman. Here's my rant, by the way, probably. The huntsman, not hunting. He's giving mana and life. And then your Selene guard has a big old flaming axe for not attacking anybody. Makes sense. Last two have been really... no, like, thought put into it, I don't think. No thought. They drew a cool picture, and then they thought of a spell, and it looks like they're just matching things together without thought. Like, alright, we have this spell, and we have this picture. Okay, this is the next spell, and this is the next picture. Put it together. Don't think, like, if it has, you know, if it matches up or anything. Like, who cares if he looks like he's a defensive troop? Let's put a big ole attack on him. Who cares if he looks like he's an attacking troop? Let's make him really defensive with this spell. Like, anyway, I better keep it moving. Good thing we got chapters, right? I keep saying that. Final Fantasy VII soon, by the way. Probably Thursday. I gotta do it. Within this next week, it's gonna start happening. Because I can't delay it too long. Because then everybody's gonna forget about it and not want to watch it. So, sometime before the next spoiler video, we're gonna have at least the first part of Final Fantasy VII. And I'm gonna keep talking about it, so you guys keep it fresh in your mind and hopefully watch it. Man. Okay, weapon spoilers. Anything here? July 13th. Okay. Radiant Jewel. Radiant Jewel. Pan's Veil. Rarity, legendary. Weapon type, jewelry. Weapon roll, generator. What's it look like? It's probably a jewel. Yep. It is like a star type jewel. Like a throwing star. It looks like a throwing star with a jewel in the middle. But more like a sun. A sun slash throwing star. Maybe I'll put that in the thumbnail. You don't know. You don't know. You do know, but I don't know. It's red purple. 14 mana cost. Deal magic plus 7 damage to an enemy boosted by Pan's Veil allies. Then create a mix of 6 green and yellow gems for each Pan's Veil ally. So like something like a jewel, don't you think? That would be more like defensive. I'm not going to go too hard on this one, but of course the jewel is doing some sort of attack. Maybe I should have gave that to Slenny Guard and gave Slenny Guard to the jewel. The jewel doing barrier to everybody and stealing attack sounds more correct than a Slenny Guard or whatever with a flaming axe. That's the whole thing, flaming axe part. Okay, it has Vital, which is gain 4 life, Curing, Cleanse Myself, Radiant, give 1 mana to all allies, and Peaceful, silence the first enemy. So it's silencing the first enemy, it's cleansing, and it gives 1 mana to all allies, as it creates a mix of 6 green and yellow, and deals magic plus 7 damage to 1 enemy. That's so probably not super awesome. Somebody will, like I always say, I'm never talking about anybody in particular, by the way. Like somebody in the comments will make an awesome team with it. They'll put a whole group of Pan's Veil troops that use green and yellow, and it'll be the most awesome team ever. Probably with Slenny Guard on it, with this flaming axe doing all kinds of barriers. What's next? No classes, no kingdoms, at least not until the update. I don't think there's gonna be anytime soon. Like, they're more concentrating on factions, pets. I think they're even running out of like raid troops and invasion troops, and even what was the other one? There's like another event that they're kind of coming to the end on. Bounty. We just had a repeat bounty, like the parrot. So we're coming to the end. Like, they're not creating more bounty troops, more raid troops, more invasion troops. So I don't know. Tower of Doom, like, doesn't really get a new troop anyway. It's like weapons. They're coming towards the end on the weapons. Like, what's next? I don't. That brings me to the next thing I was going to start talking about. But let's look at these maybe pet spoilers, see if there's any of those. Which, by the way, Terran's World has not been perfect lately on especially the pets. It's like they're sneaking the pets in last minute. Nothing here, so I don't know for sure. There could be a new Pet Wednesday or Saturday. It's happened the last couple weeks. We got that spider, remember? And there was something else. The hamburger, I think, wasn't, no, I think it was, because I was complaining about how, of course, it's a hamburger, because we're United States. Why don't they just make it a freaking virus, like a model? Let's see. Max Kingdom Power. On the 13th, Pan's Veil, Kingdom Power goes to 17. Which means nothing I feel like talking about, so 17. There we go. I think that's all of the spoilers. So look out for High King Irongut very soon. I think he has to be this week or next week. Like, if you're saving diamonds, you don't have to wait very much longer. Your patience will pay off. He should be in there very soon. So, top 3 mythic for sure. Top 3 mythic for sure. No doubt about it. High King Irongut. Especially if you do delves and scalable content. Level 500 delves. Like you see, yesterday, I was using him in a team that did a level 500 delve in under 2 minutes. I haven't submitted that run, by the way, yet, guys. So it's going to take a couple days for it to be up there. But very soon I'm going to be on every single leaderboard on speedrun.com, which I didn't know was like one of the top speedrun websites. I know that's stupid to say, but I thought whenever I hear about speedruns, I hear about like Speed Demon archives, but I didn't know speedrun.com. I've heard a lot about it recently, though. Anyway, so that's my guess for SOULFORGE. I'm going to guess High King Iron Gut. I don't feel like looking through the whole list. I've been putting every mythic. If you go back and look at my Monday video from last week, you can see every mythic that's already been in the SOULFORGE. So if you want to eliminate those, you can figure out how many are still left, which I think there's only like probably 8, around 8 left. So 6 to 8. I can't remember if you get 3 or 4 new ones every week. I think it's 4. So there's probably 8 left. So very good chance, 50-50 shot of it being High King Iron Gut, unless there's 12 left. I can't remember. It's there's either 2 or 3 weeks left. And so very good chance. At least a 33% chance that High King Iron Gut will be in there this week. So what else is going on? Let's reiterate here. We have raids all week. No new troop, no new weapon. Tuesday we have faction event for City of Thieves. Wednesday we have Billy Kid pet, which may or may not be. Could be a different pet, a new pet. Thursday we have class event for Bard, which is not the worst, but not the best, but even like below average, I would say. It's in the bottom half of the middle. And so do your free battles. If you happen to be working on getting it to 100, maybe buy a couple potions. Or if it's like the last one you need, or if you need the weapon, or there's a few reasons that you would go deep in it, but very few. Most people are probably just going to do the free battles. Unless you're going for power orbs, you want to try get on the leaderboard. You have so many gems, you just don't even know what to do with them anymore, so you're trying to get first place. Like, there's very specific reasons to go deep on a Bard class event, but most of us, 90% of us, are going to just do the free battles. Probably 75% of us are just going to do the free battles. Because some people are probably chasing Zul'Goth. I, myself, used to buy up in the shop on class events just to get more, just to complete the whole thing and get the orb at the end or whatever, because I was chasing Zul'Goth. Now, I already have them. Orbs are nice, but I don't need them as bad as I used to. So, I'm definitely only doing the free battles, trying to stack up my gems. I'm on a Bard week. It's a really good week to use Dawnbringer and Yellow Troops and all that. So yeah, Friday Vault event. So Vault event, that's the most important thing happening. We get the Glory Troop, the Slenny Guard that has a flaming axe. We have the Jewel, whatever that Jewel was called, that does damage and creates mana based on Pan's Veil allies or whatever. Green and yellow gems for each Pan's Veil ally, the Radiant Jewel. So yeah. Raids, faction event for City of Thieves, Billy Kid pet, Bard class event, Vault event, Slenny Guard, Radiant Jewel, Kingdom Power on Pan's Veil goes to 17. That's everything you need to know. Update probably coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If it doesn't come by Wednesday, we're not getting it, but I'm pretty sure. And most likely day is Tuesday night, I think, or Tuesday morning. It's Tuesday. I should just say Tuesday, right? Yeah. And that's all I got for the spoilers. I was kind of talking about, like, besides Final Fantasy VII Remake and shouting out people for telling their guild about me, Lofty, Asuna, Trey, Patrick, all you guys, gals, whoever you are, mostly guys, I'm sure. Thank you for doing that, for telling your guild about me. It really helps out because that's 29 other people that are playing the game, where I'm sure 4 or 5 of them will consider watching something on YouTube to get better, or for entertainment, or, you know, just because, you know, like minds, you know, whatever. But yeah, what do you think about like the update coming out? It's just a campaign. It's like a souped up adventure board on steroids, like the old adventure board, not even the new one. Um, with mythics that are behind a paywall for the first couple weeks at least. With weapons that are going to be behind a paywall for the first couple weeks at least. Um, with stats that could be not fair for some people that are free to play for a week or two. Like, they made sure to make it so it wasn't for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and months. But there's still a period of time in there where pay to win is stronger than free to play. Also, look at the things they've done recently. How do you feel about the world event? How do you feel about epic tasks? How do you feel about deeds? How do you feel about these things? And there was one more thing I was gonna... What was the other thing? It's been epic tasks, everybody hates. World event, not that good. Oh, the medal system, that was okay. That was okay. They did good there. And the deeds, I'll take the deeds. But they're 50-50 on like the last 4 things they've done. And the good side of the 50 isn't that good. It's like mediocre, barely passable. So how do you feel about that? And the game's been out for what, 6 years now? PS5's coming out soon. There's less people playing than I thought. I was watching Tacet, I think, and he was going over the Steam, the people playing on PC and mobile, I guess, and there's only like 2,000, 3,000 people. So that probably means, I guess there was like 15,000 people playing, based on like my view numbers. Like the biggest video I've got has 28,000 views. So unless people are watching it more than once, but this was like over years and years. Maybe there are people watching it more than once, but us, you know, cutting that in half, saying there's at least that many people, 14,000, around that. But if there's only 2,000, 3,000 playing on Steam, which I might not be right on point on that. I swear that's what he said when he brought it up. He brought up the numbers. Maybe it's 3,000, 4,000, something like that. But that's probably the biggest one. Like, everybody plays on PC mobile. People that play on PS4, Switch, Xbox, they're lesser than that, like number-wise. So say there's 2,000 each of those, maybe, at the most. So that's another 6,000. So we got around 10,000 people playing, let's say. So 50% less than I thought. So 10,000 max people playing right now. The new update comes out after the stinkers of World Event and Epic Tasks. Then you got the mediocre deeds, and then the okay medals. Like the last 4 times they've done something, it's either been mediocre, barely passable, terrible, everybody hates it, or bad. Like World Event, I haven't had a World Event that I've liked so far. There was like one that I was like, okay, this is okay. But then there was like the first one where I was like, what the heck is this? What are we doing? This is annoying. I'm only doing like the bare minimum. Then the second one was like, well, what? This is crap. This is annoying. I don't know how this is, what's going on here, and it's not even fun. And the third one was like, okay, this one's alright. It's not that bad. Like, we'll get it done. Then the fourth one was like, back to the crap. This stinks. I don't know. What is this? Like, World Event Epic Tasks. Think about it. PS5. Game's been out for 6 years. I have the most to lose, so I'm not sitting here like praying on its downfall. I have the most to lose. Like, I'm a channel on the come up based on this game. Like, I hope it survives. I'm not trying to like put it in its grave early. I'm not. I hope it survives for another 6 years. But all signs are pointing to, you know, 2 years left, 1 year left, year and a half. If this update is the worst thing ever and the PS5 doesn't, and then you can't play Gems of War on PS5 for whatever reason, which you probably will. I think it's backwards compatible with PS4, so But who's gonna do that? Who's gonna buy a brand new like $500-600 system, get a brand new PS5 game or 2 or 3, and then say, oh, screw those games, let's see how Gems of War looks on this PS5? Who's gonna do that out of the thousands of people that buy it, that play Gems of War? Say 2,000 people get a PS5 out of the 10,000 that play. You know, the 2,000 that are on PS4 at least, or a couple from Switch, a couple from Xbox, a couple from mobile, a couple from PC, and then like the PS4, half of them or quarter of them. So think about those numbers, at least 1,000, and they get a PS5. How many of those 1,000 are gonna keep playing Gems of War with a PS5? I might, because I have a channel, but I'm not getting the PS5. But there's other people that are, and it's probably not as big a deal as I'm making it out to be, but the Epic Tasks in the World Event is, look at their track record. This is the 5th thing that's probably going to be a stinker. The 5th stinker in a row. How many stinkers with the new system is people going to take? And I'm not talking about me, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the other guy over there, the fringe guy, who plays and gives them a little bit of money. If we start losing some of those people. But then again, on the other hand, somebody was saying that their financials are really, really good. I can't remember who it was, and it might have been MG, either MG or Vespine. One of those guys, one of those smart guys, was talking about their financials are really good, like saying it in a way like they don't need any more money, but they keep putting out this pay to win stuff. Like, that just makes them look even worse, but it also is good for the game to be healthy and be making a bunch of money, so that is good. On the other hand, I'm not just poo-pooing everything and saying and putting it in early grave. That's a good thing. That it's backwards compatible, that's a good thing. But how many people are going to utilize the backwards compatibility to play a match 3 game with no graphics on a brand new, like, I don't care about graphics, but even I'd probably get Resident Evil 8 and like Bloodborne 2, and I'd be playing that stuff. And Demon Souls Remake. And would I be still playing Gems of War if I didn't have a channel and I got a PS5? Not as much, that's for sure. But anyway, yeah, let me know in the comments. No one really, you guys were commenting, like when I asked how long I should make the Final Fantasy VII remakes videos. I got some good answers, like a lot of them, but nobody really said which day. I mean, a couple people like said they don't, you know, the days I said were okay, and a couple people did. But just based on, like, look at my what I'm doing in my channel, and like Sunday spoilers, Monday weekly preview, Tuesday event team, Wednesday Dark Souls / either speedrun or reading your comments, something quick bonus video type Gems of War. Thursday's usually a guide, like with more thought involved, more research, a guide, usually. Sometimes I take that day off and I just do another speedrun or reading comments or whatever the event is, like a class event. But I try to do guides on those days. Friday, another event team for the weekend. With Vault coming up again, those always get good views though. Like, I gotta keep doing those. Then Saturday's another Dark Souls remake / reading your comments or speedrun day. And then back to Sunday, spoilers, weekly preview, event team, Dark Souls / speedrun / reading your comments, guide, event team, Dark Souls / reading your comments, speedrun, back to spoilers. You know, that's how it goes. That's what I've been doing the last 2 or 3 months. Where does Final Fantasy VII Remake fit in? I need to figure it out. Dark Souls Remake, pretty much. Dark Souls Remaster, we're almost done, but I am kind of like taking a look. Like, I did an hour episode yesterday, and we barely got anything done. I got like the Sunlight Maggot and I don't know. It was like the Chaos Ember, like preparation for like late game type stuff. But the next episode on Wednesday, we're definitely going deep into either New Londo or Duke's Archives, so we'll definitely make progress then. But yeah, that'll be over soon. So after 2, 3, 4 more weeks, that's going to be gone. But I always like to keep a little bit of Dark Souls on the channel. So once that's over with, I could do like 1 day of like Dark Souls 2 speedruns or replay Dark Souls 3 or something like this. Some sort of From Software, Dark Souls, Bloodborne type something. Little thing, whatever, Wednesday or Saturday. Then I can make one of the other days the Final Fantasy VII Remake. But for now, I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it for now while I'm still playing Dark Souls Remaster. So it's only like a 2 or 3 week problem. It's not that big of a deal, but for these 2 or 3 weeks when I'm trying to get it off the ground and see if I'm gonna even follow through and play the whole thing, depending on the views, like I want to put it in the best spot that I can, with the best length. Like give it every chance it can have, you know? Give it the best chance possible to succeed, you know? But anyway, I better get off here, just ranting about things. Like to do that at the end of the videos. So Final Fantasy VII Remake, the update's coming soon. Yeah, tell your guild about the channel. It really helps a lot. If you already did that, and you're like, I already did that, tell them again. Maybe you told them a year ago and you got 5 new members, or maybe they didn't do it the first time. Like, don't bug them. Please don't bug them. Just say it once every 6 months or something. Once every 3 or 4 months. It's fine with me. But if you already did and you know that everybody's already subscribed or whatever, or everybody that's going to is already subscribed, then shout out Sinnycool and Global. That'd be cool. Or Tacet Stream, or on Reddit, or Gems of War Forum. There's other places you could do it if you really, really want to help. I'm not saying anybody has to do this, or somebody will like get on me about it for some reason. Oh, Sinnycool, all he cares about is the subscribers. He wants everybody to go out there and do his work for him and blah blah blah. Now I'm doing it too. Just trying to recruit some gang here to help me out. Let's do it together. Let's get to 2.5k, then 3k, then 4k, then 5k. We can do that together. 20, 30, 40, 50 of you get 5, 10, 20 people. Think about that. 50 of you get 20 people. That's like 1,000 subscribers right there. So, yeah. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Consider hitting join. That really helps. If you can't get your guild to subscribe, joining helps a lot too. We got new mic, new banner, new games. I'm not just buying weird stuff with the money. We're upgrading the channel, keeping the channel going. And, yeah. Shout out to Lofty, Asuna, Trey, and Patrick for doing the guild sub thing. And, God, there's like one more thing I wanted to say and I can't think of it now. Oh, anyway, better end it here. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Have a good week. The update's coming soon. Let me know how you feel about it with the track record of the devs. And also the troops recently. The Arachnian Watcher and the Selene Guard. What do you think about that, too? Not much thought put into it when the defensive guy is doing attacks and the attacking guy is doing defense, like, or the defender has a flaming axe. Like, I don't think they're putting much effort into it anymore, but their financials are fine. Epic tasks, terrible. World event, terrible. Campaign's not even something new. So the 5.0 update probably should have been the most game-changing update ever. 5.0. Like, what's better than 5.0? 10.0? But no, we just get some super duper big supersized adventure board with lots of pay to win. Doesn't sound great. World event, epic tasks, deeds, medals. But they're rolling in money. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. See y'all next time. Consider joining. Tell your guild about Sinnycool. Have them subscribe. And I'll see y'all next time. Let me know and I'll shout you out. Peace.